Good afternoon and welcome to this week's edition of Office Hours. My name's Austin and I am the product manager for PAI Reports. Today we're going to be going over our wireless dashboard. This wireless dashboard is a really great place to visually see some data from your wireless boxes. We're going to be going to our wireless pages. If we select this wireless button, it takes us to all of our wireless reports. You can see that we have our wireless device report, wireless dashboard, which we're going to be looking at today, and then some additional wireless usage reports. If you wanted to go straight to the dashboard, click our menu icon and go to the search menu, type in the report that we're exactly looking for. So if I type in wireless, you can see it pulls up every report, every page that has the word wireless in it. You can see dashboard is the very top option. We're going to go to our wireless dashboard. This is the wireless dashboard. You can already see some great little graphs and pie chart on it. At the top, we have a date range. We can select our date range here of how much data we want to see. You can see I'm looking at, I believe, 6 months. I'm pretty happy with our date range. If I wanted to change it, I could always click it and select a different date range. You can see we have some presets here. I'm going to keep it the same. I can always export this dashboard if I wanted to have it in like an Excel spreadsheet. Right here, we have our active wireless devices. So I can see how many active wireless devices we have. We have 131 here, and I can see which carrier we're currently using. So you can see the vast majority of ours is other, and then a very small amount, 11 of them, are connected to Verizon Direct. So this other is going to be like our core wireless service that we have. Then we can see our monthly usage by carrier, and I can see a month over month bar graph of how much data was used per carrier. So if all of a sudden I see, you can see our AT&T is pretty low. If all of a sudden I see a big spike in AT&T data, I might want to look into that. Each of these widgets, you can also see there's kind of list view of those. If you didn't want to look at it in a pie chart, you could always switch this over and look at it in just numbers. Besides our monthly usage, we can also see our monthly overages. Month over month, if you wanted to kind of track how much of an overage charge you're getting, maybe one of the wireless boxes using a lot of data, you might want to just up that data plan so you're not getting hit with those overages. And so you can watch your wireless overages go up, down, see that all there. Next up, we have our daily usage by carrier. This one's great if you wanted to see your usage, break it down by a daily basis. So you can see your highs and lows broken down by day. You can hover over this and I can see that on September 14th, Verizon used 7.7 megabytes of data. You can kind of see any of the weird peaks. If I have an ATM, the wireless box at like an event, I can expect to see that usage go up. There is no event or special thing going on where that ATM's connecting more and I still see that spike. We might want to look into that. Continuing down here, we can see our devices that have not connected within the last 30 days. This is great, especially if you had a wireless box that was inside of an ATM and you've removed that box. You no longer need to use it, but you forgot to disable it. We're telling you here that this wireless box has not connected to us within the last 30 days. So I can select it and then I can choose to close that wireless box, which would end the billing of that box. And then last thing on this page, we have our paused wireless boxes, wireless devices here. So you can see I have 3 paused wireless boxes. Well, what is paused? And so if I have a wireless box and I don't know where it is and it's just out in an ATM and I just don't know which one it is, you can pause the service. It doesn't end the billing, but it just pauses the cell service on that. And then you'll get a call from your merchant and the merchant will say, hey, the ATM is down. Now you know that that ATM probably has that wireless box in it. I wanted to pause a wireless box. How do I do that? I'm going to go to our wireless device report. I'm going to run that and I can choose any of these wireless boxes. And I'm going to choose this one here and I can go and I can pause this wireless box. I do not know where this wireless box is and I want to find it. I can pause the service until a specific date. So I can pause this box. Let's say I want it down up until the 17th. I want it definitely turned back on after the 17th. I'm going to go ahead and submit this. And now that box, we're going to send off the service, pause it. And then on the 17th, we're going to reactivate that box automatically so you don't have a box down for a long time. So that helps you identify where your boxes are. If we wanted to remove that pause, let's say that we identified where that pause was, we're going to go back to our wireless dashboard here. You can see all of these because this is our test website. It hasn't actually sent and paused. Once it has sent and paused the box, I can select reactivate right here on this wireless dashboard. Then within 5 minutes, that box comes back online. It's a great way to kind of identify where your boxes are. That's the new functionality. Some of the new reporting. If you don't like seeing the graph form, we've come out with some reports. And so I can go to to our wireless data usage report. And this is just going to show our wireless boxes and then how much data was used. I can also filter it by has an overage. Based on the bar graph, I know that none of my boxes had any overages, so that filter right there is not going to do me any good. So I can track how much data is being used. I have this sorted by, I want to see the most usage at the top, and customize this report however you'd like. You can add in like the terminal number. If you have the terminal number tied to that wireless box, you can add that in there. It's a really good report to kind of track your wireless usage. If you also wanted to break that down and see that same type of data, but in a daily form, we've also come out with the wireless daily data usage report. So it's the same kind of stuff. You're going to see the same information, but day by day. So if I run this report here, we can see a daily breakdown of our data usage. So I can see November 10th, this wireless box at this location used 0.75 of a megabyte. Great way for you to kind of track your wireless boxes, see how much data is being used, see where your boxes are, help you identify where your boxes are. If you don't know where they are, you can pause them. Have a good weekend. Thanks.